The moment I picked up her phone and saw the messages, my chest tightened. At first, my mind refused to process what I was reading. The words on the screen blurred together, but their meaning was unmistakable. My hands trembled as I scrolled through the conversation. Late-night texts filled with laughter, inside jokes I had never heard before, secret plans made while I was at work. The ease of their exchange, the casual intimacy between them, made my stomach turn. This wasn't a simple mistake. It wasn't a one-time lapse in judgment. It was deeper than that, something that had been happening behind my back for who knows how long. A part of me wanted to be wrong, to find some explanation that would make it all make sense. But the truth was right there, undeniable. I had trusted her completely, and she had shattered that trust without hesitation. I heard her footsteps before she entered the room, laughing at something on her phone. When she looked up and saw me standing there, her smile vanished. Confusion flickered across her face, quickly shifting into something else. Concern, maybe even fear. "What's wrong?" she asked carefully. I didn't answer right away. Instead, I held up her phone, the undeniable proof of her betrayal glowing in the dim light. My throat tightened, and when I finally spoke, my voice was cold. "How long?" Her eyes darted to the screen, and I saw the exact moment she realized what had happened. She opened her mouth, then closed it again. For a second, it seemed like she might try to deny it, but she knew there was no point. The evidence was right in front of us. "It didn't mean anything," she whispered. The words made my blood boil. Weeks, maybe months, of lies, of sneaking around, of giving parts of herself to someone else. And now she wanted to pretend it was nothing. I could have yelled. I could have demanded answers. But in that moment, all I felt was clarity. I didn't want excuses. I didn't want to fight. I didn't want to salvage something that was already beyond repair. Without another word, I turned away and walked to the bedroom. My movements felt mechanical, detached. I grabbed a bag and stuffed clothes inside without thinking, reached for my wallet and keys on the dresser. Behind me, I heard her voice grow frantic as she realized what I was doing. "Wait, please. Let's talk about this. It was a mistake, I swear. Don't just leave like this." I ignored her. I slung the bag over my shoulder, walked past her, and headed for the door. Desperate now, she reached for my arm. "Please," she begged, "don't do this. We can fix this. I love you." I stopped, just for a second, and looked at her. The woman standing in front of me wasn't the person I had fallen in love with. Or maybe she was, and I had just never seen her clearly before. Without another word, I walked out. I stepped into my truck, started the engine, and drove away. The farther I got from that house, the lighter I felt. The pain was still there, sharp and unrelenting. But underneath it was something else. Relief. I had given everything to someone who didn't deserve it. And now I was free. I drove for hours, letting the road stretch endlessly ahead of me. I had no destination in mind, just an overwhelming need to be somewhere, anywhere, else. Eventually, I ended up in a small town far from everything I had left behind. It was quiet, peaceful, exactly what I needed. I found a modest little house to rent, took a simple job that asked nothing of me but my time, and started over. For months, I kept to myself. I ignored the missed calls, the voicemails I never listened to, the unread messages. She had made her choice, and I had made mine. I had no reason to look back. Then one evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, I pulled into my driveway and saw her. She was standing on my porch, arms wrapped around herself as if to keep warm. Her hair was slightly messy, her eyes red and swollen from crying. She looked like she hadn't slept in days. I didn't move. I just sat there in my truck, watching her, waiting. After a moment, she took a shaky breath and stepped forward. "I had to find you," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. I said nothing. "I made a mistake," she continued. "I know I hurt you, but please, just listen." I shook my head. "I don't need to." Tears welled in her eyes, but I felt nothing. Once, I would have done anything to wipe those tears away, to fix whatever had broken between us. But now, I could barely remember why I had loved her in the first place. She opened her mouth like she wanted to say something else, but I didn't give her the chance. I stepped past her, unlocked my front door, and walked inside. I never looked back.